I think Gatorade's going to have more Oh my God. It's got as many searches as Skip Bayless. Any waiver wire pickups this week? I submitted a waiver claim on Kirk Cousins because I really need a QB. My waiver claim for Kirk Cousins didn't go through. I was like 7th in line, and 5 people submitted a claim, which is crazy. That shows you how our league is going. But luckily, I also submitted a claim on Shadur Sanders, so I'm not even sweating it. You got to get David Mills, bro. I have David Mills. The quarterbacks are fucking like we're scraping the bottom of the barrel in the league, man. The league is everybody has 3 or 4 quarterbacks on the roster. Last week I started David Mills and Dylan Gabriel, man. Joe Burrow, he's on a roster, man. Obviously, this is why you don't superflex. It's actually awesome that it's superflex. I think it's so cool that and I hope that some of the fantasy people in the league are in the chat right now to hear this. I think it's awesome that it's Superflex, that you don't get to be like, oh, Lamar's injured. I guess I'll just start Patrick Mahomes instead. Oh, fantasy, what a horrible decision that has befallen me. I think it's awesome that we're like, okay, bitch, it's like week 11 or week 12. We're scraping the bottom of the barrel. Like people in my chat are going, what about Jacoby Brissett? Jacoby Brissett got picked up on waivers like 6 weeks ago, bro, when Kyler Murray got turf toe. You have no idea what kind of sauce we're on in this league. It's a damn battlefield. I'm loving it, man. He threw for 450 plus yards. That's why he's off the waiver wire, man. It's Red Hot Chili Peppers. He got as soon as a quarterback gets injured, there's like 9 waiver requests. Oh, shit. I still go Red Hot Chili Peppers. There's like 9 waiver requests for the backup instantly. It's Luke Combs. 23-6. Shit looks like the Buffalo Bills Texans scoreline in about 10 hours.
Oof, you think the Texans are giving up 23? Have you seen their defense?
Bro, I was saying Houston's going to win.
Oh, fuck.
What's the Houston team? What are they called? I don't know why I thought the
You're
Houston
not going to
Devils.
believe. Are you sitting down?
Yeah. What?
They are called the Houston Texans.
They are.
It is so stupid.
Really on the
mention
nose.
it. It's
Holy
real
shit.
dumb.
I'm not even going to, I was going to make a
It's
joke
pretty
about the
cool.
Buffalo Bills. It's a little problematic because of the guy from The Silence of the Lambs, but I don't know if any of you have seen that. I don't know if
Is
you
that
remember
problematic to
any-
talk about a guy in a movie?
He killed people, which is against the code of ethics.
Great man, great person of all
great.
time, the late great Buffalo Bill.
Which way am I going? What happens?
Horrible
if the
Trump. That was
UFO goes
Denzel.
off?
I thought I was Trump. I'm Trump right
He
now.
had the idea halfway through
Yes.
the sentence. You know, he pulled. He's like, I gotta
I
stop.
pulled
He's
the
gonna
cord
suck you all
instantly.
Oh my god, I stole all your
The
shit.
items!
That's so fucking sick.
Ron, you see my points against in the fantasy league?
Are you you have the worst defense in the league?
Oh, well, yeah. I have the most points scored against me in the whole league. Great.
It's kind of taking me out. I'm like 6-5 and I have the most points scored. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Games have been real low scoring, man.
They got me feeling like the 2004-2005 Kansas City Chiefs, man.
It's all good. You know, one of my best receivers got himself suspended by spitting on someone, so...
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
There's been a lot of that going around this year.
Thank God I traded for JSN the whole league.
In the Sleeper League, 5 people put in waiver claims on Kirk Cousins this week. And in the Podcast League, Apollo has Jamar Chase and JSN. So that's, if in case you want to know which league knows ball and which league is plumbers and electricians.
And Rasheed Rice. But that's, you know...
You had to tank a couple of weeks of him
I don't know
being
what the fuck you're
incarcerated,
talking
though.
about, man.
NFL. What a game last night, by the way. What a game. The worst offense in the NFL against the... let's reframe it. A team that can't score versus a team... I don't like the Texans. The Texans are pissing me off, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It should be illegal to have the worst offense and the best defense in the NFL at the same time. It makes for the least exciting games that have ever existed in NFL history. Except there was that like 3-0 game like 2 years ago, right? The Eagles? No, people are tweaking on the Eagles, man. Are they like 7-2? Why are they mad at Jalen Hurts? Nah, they're trying to drama farm. They're trying to pull down my slick goat.
You know what isn't funny, man? The fucking Texas defense, bro. I think they're gonna sack me at this point, dude. It's fucking scary.
I don't want to talk about football. Get boring ass game. I was saying earlier it should be impossible.
What happened?
It should be impossible for a team to have the worst offense and the best defense. It's football terrorism.
I don't know, man. Davis Mills 3-0. Go back up. Kind of crazy.
Nah, this is Shadur's team now. Hang on, I'm getting jackpots going.
I did see the Bills quarterback, what's his name, Josh Allen, like fall on a football and hurt his balls or something.
Really?
He had a tough go of it, man.
He did get sacked like 8 times.
He did get sacked 8 times.
It's a password.
Will Anderson, bro. Everyone, dude, the Texans were crazy, man. What they drafted was C.J. Stroud and then traded up and then drafted Will Anderson right after that or some shit. It was they were freaks with it, man. They knew what they were doing. They had the intel.
How'd your fantasy team do with Jameer? 99% probability to win right now. This is Shadur's team. Starting quarterbacks, Shadur Sanders and Bryce Young. I don't give a hoot. Shadur gets me there, man. Who you got on the bench? General Mills. How many points did you get from him? I don't know, like 11. You're in a league with plumbers and accountants? No, bro, you don't understand. It's because of the fact that I'm in a league with fantasy heads that I have to start Shador and Bryce Young. All the other I go to the waiver wire some weeks, I sort players, QBs, trending, and then like the top 9 trending QBs who are ass are already on a roster. And it's not like Mahomes. It's not Mahomes. We're talking Flacco, Kirk Cousins. Like these guys have been off the fucking board for 6 weeks, man. We're digging through crates, and we still get there. This is Shadur's team. Anyone who says something bad about the quarterback can F off. This is why 2 QB leagues are dumb. Oh, I have to try hard. Oh, no. Take me back to my serious league. Oh, Josh Allen got injured. I guess I'll put in Lamar Jackson. You don't fucking get it, bro. It's 2 QB is better because you have to dig deep, man. Because you have to play the fucking waiver wires. Bengals all the way this year? Yes, sir. Bengals and Panthers. That's my Super Bowl picks. Who has Gibbs? I have Gibbs in both leagues. It was a great week for Gibbs to score 55 fantasy points. I do want to say something, though. So in podcast fantasy league, I lost to the person in first, okay? Now we're 12 weeks into the season. They have 10 more points than me. They have the highest amount of points in the league. I have the second most. They have a 10-2 record. I have a 6-6 record. There's no justice in this motherfucking bitch of a world, man. I'm second in the league in points scored for, and 4 games back of the dude that's got like 8 points on me. Makes no sense. Play better defense? Well, I'm trying, man, but my team safety keeps getting suspended for spitting on people. You think Vikings do it this weekend? Elvis Costello, Max Brosmer be like, Addison, I know this game is killing you. Something like that. I shouldn't tip my hand. I was going to say I might pick him up on the waiver wire, but I already have, I have 5 or 6 QBs on the roster already. So I'm not sure if that would really be astute. I already have 5 horrible quarterbacks on my team. I'm not sure I need one more. No shot. Okay, QB1 and QB2 last week was that was Shador. This is Shadur's team. I won, by the way. Shadur Sanders and Bryce Young. Then I had General Mills, the Texans backup, on the bench. And then I have C.J. Stroud, who's in concussion protocol. And I have Mac Jones, who I can probably drop because I don't think he's going to play again. But Brock Purdy gets injured like every second week, so maybe it's an okay hold. Trying to think of who else we even got, man. I mean, we got everybody. Name a shit QB, we got him. Then meanwhile, people are like, are you going to get Kirk Cousins on the waiver wire? Bro, Kirk Cousins got drafted in my league. We're scraping the bottom of the motherfucking barrel. I'm grabbing Brosmer right now. Bro, I mean, like, listen, what do I know? I was going to say I wouldn't, but is Caleb Williams picked up? Is the starting quarterback for the... Yes, of course he's fucking picked up, bro. Not only was he picked up, he was picked up in the fucking draft. What are you talking about? What kind of league do you think? This ain't your league, bro. This is my league. We got Shooter. Bo Nix, he's drafted. If they're a first-string quarterback, they've been off the market forever. Who has Winston? So that I actually don't know, but I do guarantee that he's on someone's roster. I guarantee it. What about Stafford? Stafford was fucking drafted, bro. He's leading the MVP race right now. Apollo, this is your audience, bro. You run a football podcast. How is this ignorance allowed to flourish? Josh Allen is on the waiver wire, but I just don't trust the Bills this year. They don't have that dog in them. Bro, we need to up the number of games in the PWHL, by the way. The fuck do you mean that the Vancouver Golden Knights played on Friday and won easily over Seattle and didn't even break a sweat because they're way better? But then also they don't play again until fucking Wednesday in Ottawa? Come on, man. It's fucking stupid. And they only have like a 42-game season, man. There's 7 teams. There are 7 teams. You're not lying about that. Or maybe there might be 8 now. Do Canucks pass or fail the Anze Kopitar test? We're failing every test this year. I don't think we're going to finish as one of the bottom 4 teams in the league. But I do think we're almost as bad as we look right now. And people always do the thing, they're like, everybody's injured. Bro, it's not fair. Like, the whole team's injured. But yeah, like, the whole team is injured, like, every year. So maybe they need to learn how to, like, not get so damn injured. Like, I don't know I've been following the team very, very closely for, like, 12, 13 years. Every single year, they're like, we've gotten very unlucky with injuries this year. It's not luck at that point, bro. You fucking, like, you just suck ass at staying healthy. Someone's got to teach you how to not get, like, broken as often. Yeah, hire Dr. Mike. What's Dr. Mike up to, bro? He'd have him do it. I'm sure nobody's thought of doing, like, Romanian deadlifts or something to strengthen their hamstrings. Like, that could be the wave. Ducks will welcome you with open arms. Honestly, it's so sad to say. Pacific time zone is a GOAT time zone to watch hockey because your team's games start at 7, but at 4 o'clock the Eastern games start. I think it's gotten to the point I've actually watched more Habs games this season than Canucks games because I can't stay awake until like 9:30, man. Even on the nights where I'm not on like baby dead bedtime duty. Fucking crazy misspeak. I don't want to be awake at like 9:30, and if that thing goes to overtime, I'm fucked up, man. So I think I'm team Vancouver, but I'm also team Montreal this year. They got an exciting young team. No offense, Jay, I wouldn't hate seeing the Devils do well either, but I think I'm on the Montreal bandwagon a little early. I was Habs number 1 until I moved to Vancouver, so it's an easy pivot for me. You also don't understand how rare it is for Montreal to have like more than one exciting player at a single time. And they have like 4 exciting players. Like, I grew up being like, why won't the Toronto media put respect on Richard Zednik? They got Demidov, they got Lane Hudson. It's kind of like the Cam Scatterbo of the NHL right now. They got, Suzuki, Cole Caulfield. Higgins was underrated. His abs, maybe. Actually, he was a really good 2C. But that's a problem. You can't be you're not going to get respect as a 2C when the other 2C on your team is fucking Thomas Plekanec, one of the best 2Cs of his era, man. I rated with Scatterbo in World of Warcraft. Holy shit! I know, please tell me he fucking played tank. Please tell me he played tank. This would be such an incredible wrinkle. It was fun. I didn't ask if it was obvious. It was fun. People get addicted to it. What did he played Hunter? He played Hunter. Lie. Now, if ESPN ever asks you, lie and say he played tank. That tracks. Hunter's only 2 buttons. Oh, Hunter is not like, is it like playing Drow Ranger in Dota? You literally just take stats? Yes? Okay, then what's it like to play Drow Ranger in Dota? I was never trusted with the carry because my farm was too inefficient. Anyone know what the hell's going on? Oh, I won. Okay, never mind. Better than Dave Ramsey? I don't know. What football team does Dave Ramsey root for? It's got to beat the Jets. The Rams, damn. He's probably having a great year so far. I don't buy the Rams. I don't know. I'm a status quo biased believer. A lot of people are saying there's no real contenders in the NFL this year. I don't know. NFC's tough. I'm not a Rams hater. But honestly, I think I'm a Lions-Bucks guy. Why? Lions were good last season, and I don't know. Baker Mayfield's just got some aura, man. Please do not sports gamble based on my advice here. I do not know ball. AFC, hard for me to see the Pats getting over year 1 of this renaissance. In the AFC, I'm not a Colts believer either. I'm sorry to say, I could be wrong. I don't think the AFC is going to have a team in the Super Bowl this year, because I'm realizing like one team has to make it. And every single team I thought of, I was like, Chiefs, I don't know. Ravens, it's been a cursed year, maybe. Bills, I don't know. Didn't they just lose to like the Panthers or something like that? It's a weird year, man. It's a weird year. The streets are saying NL has the 2nd most points in fantasy, but is 6-6, and the guy with the most points is 10-2. People are saying fantasy football is innately unfair. The most skilled players don't always get the best results. The Bills, what's next? The Austin Taxes? That's pretty good. Team named Bills is pretty funny. But it would be sick to be on the team, because then your bills are paying you, bro. And that's like not the way that's normally goes. I'm 2nd in scoring, and I'm 4-8, 11th place. Holy shit. They need to make a fairer fantasy football. A skill-based fantasy football. For people like you and me. Then what would you complain about? Well, here's the thing. You say that, and it's a good little own. But then I reply, I'm sure I'd find something. Because that's pretty much how it's been so far. But complaining is like the base case, man. The thing is, people always say some shit, especially like manosphere influencers are always like, nobody wants to hear a man complain. Buddy, it's a skill difference. All they want to do is hear you complain. You just have to be funny when you do it. And you don't even have to be funny with every complaint. If you're funny like 1 in 5, they'll tank it. They'll tank the 4 that are just kind of annoying, and then they'll just to get to the gold that's at number 5. You literally just have to be like a little bit. You don't even have to really succeed at being funny. You just have to clearly be trying, and then at least people will be like, he's got the spirit. They don't get it, man. You making fantasy football playoffs? Yes, but it would help if someone would accept my General Mills for Joe Burrow trade. We will not be fucking suck this year. You must not root for the Canucks. Quinn gonna get traded? Yes, and unfortunately, it's the right move. I think. I'm not a general manager, but the Canucks fan base is in a rough spot right now. I got no capital here, man. We gotta go. Quinn and Sherwood to a contender? Well, we definitely should trade Sherwood, because I don't think he's as good as the numbers say. Isn't he shooting like 70% right now? You gotta offload that on like some general manager who doesn't have a calculator. Quinn is a generational talent. It's just we've squandered his entire time here, and there's nothing we can do to get out of the hole. What about Petey? You know, I'll trade him for a couple sandwiches and a song at this point. Like I got his jersey. He's kind of my ride or die. But like, you know, the core had their chance, man. They did fuck all. We do need Sheldon Surrey and Andrei Markov. Holy fuck, they could save us right now. Are you guys the Pelicans of the NHL? No, because we never get a first overall pick. So it's not quite. It's not like we've squandered. Well, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't really say you guys squandered Zion Williamson. The bro just loves like eating shrimp more than he loves playing basketball, right? He knows ball. I fucking love shrimp, bro. I can't even be mad at him. The other stuff, I don't really know about all that. It's kind of fucked up to have like, I don't know, like the mother of your child calling you out on social media, but also I think that's also happened like in my industry. So I guess I can't really talk. It happens from time to time. One of the worst feelings you could ever have after looking at your phone, for sure. I got to imagine. Hey, I got a lot of notifications right now. What's going on? Oh, the mom of my child is airing my shit out on Twitter right now. What the fuck? Guys, I hit an incredible milestone, by the way. I actually used all 4 bars of, or I guess they're sticks, but all 4 sticks of Old Spice deodorant I got in a value pack at Costco like 3 years ago. I used them down to the fucking plastic, man. Now I gotta buy deodorant, which I honestly thought when I bought 4 sticks at Costco, I was like, this is a lifetime supply. Like this deodorant might outlive me, but here I am. Don't say, you said my Filipino wife says she's never seen someone use so much deodorant. You didn't have to, there's no reason for us to know that she's Filipina. That has no bearing on this at all. Unless there's some obvious deodorant related humor from the Philippines that I'm just not picking up on. It just seems like a crazy extra piece of information, like a wild bit of world building, for which I'm very thankful. Braless wife. Oh shit. It's a great tweet, man. And I don't care who you are, the NFL kicker tweet is an all-timer as well. I don't understand how the NFL still has kickers that, like, miss field goals. He's kind of spitting with that one, because I actually have the same take about free throws in basketball. I'm sorry. There's, like, if you're kicking a field goal from 61 yards away, there's different stadiums. There's wind, you know? There's a lot of variance in the snap. The defense is rushing at you. Like, I get it. It's just hard to do to begin with, okay? That makes sense to me. But missing a free throw in basketball makes no sense to me. No one's going to have a 100% hit rate on free throws, but like, shouldn't they all be shooting like 90 plus on free throws? Curry's at 91. Okay, and Curry's a GOAT. Maybe everyone should be shooting 80% plus. Under an 80% on a free throw makes no sense to me. Nobody should ever miss a penalty in soccer then? Bro, there's no goalie in basketball. Being a goalie in basketball is so OP, they made it illegal. Sometimes they miss the target? Well, yeah, they shouldn't be doing that. The net is really big. I'm sorry, it can't be that hard. I did it in FIFA Online all the time when I was waiting for a match, man. I don't know, man. I think they have to make, like, pretty soon they're not going to let you jump in the NBA. Because people are injuring themselves too much. We gotta make it a standing sport only. Can you imagine how boring football was when forward passes were illegal? Like, what the hell were they thinking, man? A pass is like the best part of football. It's what makes football worth watching. He hates rugby? I mean, I kind of do not fuck with rugby, yes. No way, not Gibbs. Don't fuck with me. I have Gibbs on both fantasy teams. I forgot today's Thanksgiving, and the Detroit Lions always play on Thanksgiving. What happened to my Gibbs? Do rugby guys talk about how macho they are all the time because there's no helmets? Yes, they do. Rugby guys, I'm sorry to do this to you, but rugby guys do often talk about how they're more hard than football guys. It happens all the time. But they are? I don't really care because I live in Canada, so we kind of fucking suck at both of them. I guess we're okay at rugby, but there's like less competition. You gotta admit, if some of those NFL linemen spec'd into rugby instead of, you know, pancake blocks when they were in college, the world rankings of rugby might be looking a little different. I understand there's some big guys in the UK and New Zealand and South Africa, but they'd be building them big in Wisconsin. The biggest man you have ever seen is in line for the buffet on the Disney cruise. He's 16 and a half years old, 6'8", 240 pounds, 5% body fat. He's getting 12 Mickey waffles and 18 strips of bacon. And he's actually really, really nice, which is crazy. But don't ask him who he voted for. Can I get an update on Packers-Lions, please? I'm guessing Jahmyr Gibbs, 14 carries, 271 yards, 6 receptions, 71 receiving yards, 6 touchdowns, 3-0 Packers. I'm gonna fucking freak out. That is not what you want to see when you got Jahmyr Gibbs on both teams, bro. What quarter? Gibbs 1 carry for 2 yards? Bro thinks he's Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. Help me, Gibbs. Help me, Jahmyr. I need you. Okay. So it's the first quarter. It's only been 9 minutes. I'm chill. What do you say fuck Bill for? He was involved in a trade that I partook in, and he's been complete dog shit ever since. Also, the wide receiver I got in the trade was out for 2 weeks with appendicitis, which is pissing me off. Appendicitis is a routine surgery. You should only be out for 1 week with appendicitis. 2 weeks, bro, is just he's just taking time off. That's what the off season's for, Marvin. Bro, they're athletes. That's what I'm saying, man. They're lazy. I mean, to be fair, it's not like he's gonna help the Cardinals win any more games. That was pretty much out the window the second they lost to the Titans, but still pissing me off. Like, some of us have fantasy teams and parlays, bro. Purdy and Pink made the playoffs. Wait, is anyone here from the Sleeper League? How do we know if we've made the playoffs? I'm 4th place in a 12-person league. I think I got a chance to be in the top bracket at least. It will tell you in the standings. That makes sense. Podcast league? I don't know, man, because they're flicking me every week. I'm 6-6 with the 2nd most points in the league. Variance is a motherfucker. Amon-Ra St. Brown in the injury tent. Fantasy turns you into a fucked up human being, man, because the first thing I thought of is why couldn't he have hurt himself last week when my opponent had him? Just an insane thing to think about. When you see another individual get hurt. You're like, it should have been last week, man. Fantasy arc leads into right-wing grifter arc. You guys are really bad at evaluating people's personalities, to be honest. Fantasy football is not right-wing coded. It's neutral coded. Sports, didn't you remember? Sports went left in the cultural divorce, bro. Jahmyr Gibbs, 16 yards on 3 carries. I'm gonna freak out, man. I'm gonna freak out. I mean, that's pretty good yards per carry, but like, what are the Lions doing, man? They gotta get a drive going here. Jahmyr, 42 yards on 14 carries with 25 minutes of play. Oh, fuck. I'm fucking dead, bro. Wait, doesn't he have it? So people in chat were saying Gibbs TD, though. Is it 14 for 42 with 1 touchdown? That's a respectable stat line. No! No. No, man. He got stuffed on 4th and 3. Oh, man. You know why? Because they don't have Frank Ragnow back yet. They got to wait until week 13 to activate him. If they had him, you know he's sneaking through the A gap and winning me my fucking league. Well, at least I've only got him in both leagues. Turned over into instant touchdown. I literally don't give a fuck what the score is. Just tell me what my guys are doing. I don't care who fucking wins at all. I could not care less. That attitude is why I hate fantasy. Bro, I don't fucking live in Detroit or Wisconsin. Why should I care? But I got Gibbs on the team. I don't know who else. I don't think I got anybody else related, though. Neither do most Packers fans. Oh, that's true. You rooting for the Seahawks? I don't know. I should probably pick a team and stick with it. I'll tell you one thing. I picked a bad year to have like my whole squad be Arizona Cardinals. I said it in my joke voice, but it is not a joke. You seem like a Raiders guy? Nope. Not a Raiders guy. I don't know who I like. I like the idea of the Ravens because purple's a cool color, and Lamar has aura. So I have an interest in the Ravens, and I do have an interest in the Seahawks because I don't, in spite of maybe I should hate Seattle, but I don't hate Seattle. I actually like Seattle a lot, and it's close. I'm kind of enjoying the Rob Lowe season of just putting on the NFL hat and enjoying, hoping everybody has a good game. It also makes you feel very superior because people will be like, I fucking hate fans of this team. And I'm like, you're all stupid. I know because I'm in it in hockey. Oh, Oilers fans wouldn't know fucking, bruh. They're literally you, dumbass. They're fucking quarter zip wearing project managers just like you. What the fuck are you talking about? Of course a fucking Nashville fan would be saying some shit like that. You're the same person, man. Now they're passing to Montgomery? Dan Campbell, you motherfucker! He literally hates me, man. Jahmyr Gibbs up to 68 yards. Oh my God, we're so back. Are the Lions like down by a score? Is there hope for me? They're down by 10 in the fourth with a quarter to go. Oh shit, they gotta give the ball to Gibbs, man. Especially if Amon-Ra is still down. Sam Laporta is out for the season. I mean, you're not gonna give the ball to Tesla, right? That shit's going to Gibbs. The offense runs through Gibbs, man. Tesla scored a TD. Fuck. Fuck. Whoa, fuck. Jahmyr Gibbs likely ending with 68 rushing yards, 3 catches for 18 yards, 0 touchdowns, 11.6 fantasy. You know what? 11.6. That's not an all-star performance, obviously, but I can't be that mad at the Gibbsler for that. I mean, you can only do, what you're given. You can only work with what you're given, bro. I can't be that mad about that. Who else do you have today? Who else plays today? Chiefs and Cowboys. I got Mahomes in one league. And George Pickens, my GOAT! Guys, be so fucking for real with me. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind if both Olave and Jalen Waddle are out for Saints-Dolphins. Both the Saints and the Dolphins are so ass, and I have Waddle and Olave, and they're both questionable. Don't lie to me, Walt. They gotta play. They gotta play. Waddle just went healthy. This could be huge, man. But that's bad news for Malik Washington owners, though, which is also me. But I'll just put him on the bench. Thank you, Chan. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I had a great idea for a stream, but I can't do it until next August. You know how, high school seniors who play football will do, a video announcing who they're committing to for their college football career, or at least for 1 year of college ball before they get tempted by the NIL money from another school. I should fucking do that next year, but for choosing an NFL team. Print out 32 logos of NFL teams and then hold them up to the camera and then go, nah, and then throw it out, hold up another one, and rip it in half. Could be sick, man. Could be sick. Who Day? You know what I'm talking about? Yep. Who Day. So Who Day is Cincinnati. Who Dat is New Orleans. Are there any other ones I'm missing? That's right. There's Duval, as I understand it. That's Jacksonville. Go Pack Go. It's lacking a little aura. It goes with the song. Please tell me the song isn't Go Pack Go. Go Pack Go. They still won yesterday. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't know ball to begin with, but I feel like the NFL's fucked this year, man. Ravens and Chiefs are 6-6. Patriots best team in the AFC. The Bears are a game and a half up in the NFC North. What the hell's going on, man? It's a crazy year. Rams best team in the league. I don't buy it. I mean, I buy it on record right now. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Rams disbeliever. But the thing I have to say is, you're going to say, okay, who's winning the NFC then? I have no idea. I'm a status quo bias Andy, so I feel like you go with the Eagles until they give you a good reason not to. I understand they did lose to the Cowboys on Sunday, but still. Leroy Prescott. A lot of people are saying, NL, you're looking a lot like Dak Prescott lately. NL, they're calling you the Dak Prescott of Twitch. Yeah. And you know what? I'm thinking about getting a huge back tattoo. I'm thinking about being anesthetized and put under so I can get a huge back tattoo.
Oh, I got my team, Apollo. The Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
How did that happen?
I'm sorry.
My buddy It's Will gave me a Raiders t-shirt, so I got to stay loyal to my team.
Bro, they lost to Shedeur Sanders and the Browns.
Yeah, but they'll come back one day. Just give it 20 years, probably.
Have you ever seen their owner's hair?
Nah, I don't know anything about them.
You should
They're
look it
from,
up. It's
Vegas.
It honestly would make you so much more likely to keep cheering for them.
Okay, I'm googling it. Oh hell yes, man! This is just I want to look like this at this age, probably.
Let's go,
He's still
AJ
got the football
Brown.
game on. He's still got
One
football
target,
on.
1 reception, 7 yards.
No, it's a DeAndre Swift touchdown.
Oh shit!
That's big for a guy like me who has DeAndre Swift on his fantasy team.
You know what's big for a guy with Patrick Mahomes on his fantasy team? Patrick Mahomes throwing 4 touchdowns in one game.
Yeah, but you went up against who was it? You got
Jordan Love, unfortunately.
Yeah, Jordan.
Who also
Go
threw
the
4
Raiders!
touchdowns. Did you see Seahawks Vikings? I was at my parents' house and I turned on Seahawks Vikings just in time to see the Vikings quarterback get so scared of getting tackled that he just gave the ball to the Seahawks linebacker, I think, on like the Seahawks 4-yard line, and the dude ran it back 96 yards for a pick six. Is one of the worst plays I've ever seen in my entire NFL watching career. And I was so surprised, I put my hands on my head and my mom said, "What happened?" And I said, "I think I just saw the worst play I've ever seen in football." And she did not give a fuck, man. She didn't care at all. That's nice, honey. Seahawks defense went insane. Well, I mean, listen, I genuinely, I understand how insane it sounds, what I'm about to say. But if I make that interception, I get the touchdown. I'm telling you sincerely. Like, he threw the interception like as the last man back. Nobody was there, dude. I'm running that 94 yards for a touchdown. No, you do not? Yes, I fucking do, man. Yes, I fucking do. How fast you running 95 yards? What's that in serious units? JSN is going to catch you? Why is JSN on the field for the Seahawks defense, man? That seems like bad deployment. They should be saving his energy so he can get more than 4 fantasy points. You don't know ball. You're a box score viewer. Justin Jefferson going to catch you? He doesn't give a fuck, bro. He's out. I'm sorry to tell you, he's fucking out. Jordan Addison was literally looking at his phone while the dude scored the touchdown. They don't give a fuck.
That's gonna be a
Anyway, I was saying, Ryan, you're winning in and up for the playoffs in fantasy.
I'm a what?
Winning in. You got to win the
Winning
next
in, I
game
gotta
and
win.
you're in.
Yep.
You're winning in.
Win and in
Look at that
for
skeleton
the
in the porta
playoffs.
potty.
I clinched yesterday, so that's pretty cool.
I'm still like, as far as I'm concerned, I'm either getting the moral victory of making the playoffs or the moral victory of being peak complainer, because I'm still 4 points back of the guy in first. I'm in second in the league in points scored, and I'm 6 wins, 7 losses, which is fucked up, man.
Yeah, you did kind of have a good week again and lose again.
It's crazy, man. They fucking hate when they play anybody else. Oh, I won't even set my lineup. I don't even care. When they play me, troll the fucking waiver wire, lock the fuck in, get ready. Like, this is serious. This is real shit. 4.5 months ago, he said we don't know ball because we fucked up the draft really badly. Now it's time to lock in. It's a brick battle, bitch.
Shit.
Oh, shit. Any comment from Ryan on being the lowest points for yet having the second highest wins in fantasy hockey, says my dear friend Mike.
Any comment on me never setting my lineup until halfway through the week, every single week? But everyone else in the league is locked in and sets it like at 12:01 a.m. every Monday?
I'm doing exactly what you're doing, so I forget. Every week I go, oh, fuck. Fuck.
Every week I go, oh, it's
Yeah, it's
Monday.
Tuesday, I still
Okay,
haven't set my lines yet.
You guys are going to hate this comment. Mondays at about 8:45 p.m. I go, it's the first free time I've had since Friday just after dinner. What should I do? Maybe I'll set my fantasy hockey lineup. Oh, all the people on my bench scored a hat trick while I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, man. I did beat Mouth by like 0.1 last week, which is...
That's got to feel good, though, because he wants it more.
Yeah, I was like, oh, if I do fantasy this year, I'll try to watch some hockey. I still haven't seen a single game yet.
Rattler, pure garbage, me a New Orleans Saints fan. I don't even know how to pronounce the last name of the current New York Saints quarterback, man. Hey, can I say something? Why do people keep losing to the Carolina Panthers, man? I don't know if anybody got the memo. That team is not good. Stop losing to the Panthers. They should not be 7-6. It makes no sense. Nobody knows more than me how much they suck. I have Bryce Young as my QB1, bro. Average Bryce Young stat line is like longer than a YouTube creator's TwitLonger apology post. Like it's... He went 11 for 19, 72 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles, 1 fumble lost. Like, it's crazy, man. He'll be a Jet next year. Jets can't afford him, no disrespect. Plus, they got the future. Tyrod Taylor.
Oh, wait, so we never finished the NFL conversation. If you had to take, like, 5 hats... And you're going to be like, okay, these are the 5 teams I'm going to make a decision on. Right now, who's in the mix?
Seahawks, due to proximity.
Okay.
Ravens, because purple's a good color.
Okay.
And Lamar Jackson has aura. Bengals, because their helmet looks like a tiger. And Joe Burrow has aura. And then I'd have to think after that. I'd have to think. Tampa Bay Bucks, because Baker Mayfield has aura.
What about the Lions? Dan Campbell?
They're in an aura deficit right now. I know you're punching the desk that Frank Ragnow didn't get over that grade 3 hamstring tear before he said he's coming out of retirement. Like, bro's getting everybody excited for nothing, man.
Here's my thing. You know, man, like, if you wanted to play, I'm just going to... You can play through that, man. You can play through that.
Isn't it like... Isn't that like the worst hamstring tear? Like, isn't grade 3 like the maximum level?
Not as bad as the guard he'd be replacing. He's better with the grade 3 than the guy we got now. Also, how do you not know you have a torn hamstring?
Yeah, that is crazy. I think he just wanted some attention.
Oh, he got it, man. So, Bucks.
Well, here's the thing, though. Who you got tonight? Lions, Cowboys.
Come on, man. It's in Dallas? Yeah. We've had a lot of primetime home game. Come on, man. Have you ever seen the Dak warm-up where he, like, pumps his hip?
No.
Oh, I gotta send it to you, dude. It's like, this dude's making up his own exercises, so to me, that was enough for me to always root against him.
I heard he got, like, put under general anesthesia for a back tattoo.
Minus 200 aura?
It is minus aura.
I don't... Nice shot. I know who you want the Lions to win, but if you were picking who you think is going to win...
It's tough. Cowboys kind of on a resurgence right now, but I'm always guilty. All right, let me rephrase. I'm always wary about overplaying the hot hand, like because there's the narrative that like, oh, this team is like underperforming and this team is on a hot streak right now.
We're going the wrong way. We're going the wrong way.
Okay. So if I had to pick, I would pick the Lions.
How's your fantasy team? Are you in the playoffs?
I've been told I'm win and in.
Okay.
Which means Shadur Sanders has to have a big week this week, man. Because Bryce Young, what do you mean Bryce Young's on a bye week, bro? It's the clinching scenario for the playoffs. You can't put the Panthers on a bye week in week 14. That's like half my team.
Well, who else do you have from the...
Oh, nobody actually, but what more do you need apart from Bryce? I need a big week from... Well, I'd ask you something here. Who do I play in as my QB1 in the podcast league? I got Mahomes, but he's against the Texans, who have one of the best defenses in the league. and I got Caleb Williams against the Packers, who are one of the best defenses in the league. But I think you got to play Mahomes, because isn't that like the number one rule of fantasy, is you play your guys?
Yeah, and like Caleb Williams to me he's not that guy, you know?
I mean, they're like 9-3, right, or something like that.
Yeah, beginner's luck. But I do like that you have Shador on your team. I do like that.
I started having to take some flyers, man, because that's the thing. People are like, they're not in the league. So we're in a 2 QB Superflex league, and there's been a ton of injuries, right? So people are like, why don't you get Mac Jones? And I'm like, buddy, Mac Jones got drafted in my league. Like, we're in a cutthroat world out here. People will be like, the only starting QB who is not on a team is Max Brosmer from the Minnesota Vikings. And I think if you saw how he played in the last game, you would understand. I would almost rather take a QB2 and hope that he gets some snaps than run Max Brosmer, because Bro could end up negative. Like, you're actually better off starting no one.
So I know you know ball.
Of course.
So did you see JJ McCarthy in the locker room?
I did not, no.
Oh, you did. You did. So you didn't see what he did after like his one good game of his career?
I don't think so, no. What did he do?
It's like,
there's definitely a level of a switch that gets flipped. You know, for me, it's, you know, that I call him 9. 9 comes out, and I got to understand, like, okay, he can't be at his peak performance throughout 3.5 hours. So how do I find little ways, you know, on the sideline, you know, get back to my breath, get back to my visualization that could kind of maintain that intense, you know, competitive stamina throughout the whole game. But yeah, it's just, you know, the pure will, determination to get the job done. Kind of started to show up this year, and it came about last year during IR. You know, just never had a full season where, you know, you want to be out there so freaking bad, but you can. It was just this built up anger that was kind of ready to just explode, and I chose to harness it instead of letting it go into, you know, a self-destructive kind of way. And it's unique, and I kind of love feeding that wolf, because my entire life, you know, at Michigan, it was a smiley face on my hand and smile and you have fun, you're going to play better and all that, which is true. But I also think there's a lot of power that comes from, you know, that built up anger that you can transmute into your performance.
so he kind of like made like super cringe face because his team was like showing him some love. And then he came out in the next press conference and they're like, yo, how did you get into that zone? And he's like, well, I don't know if I want to say it. And they're like, say what? He's like, well, I got an alter ego. And they're like, what's his name? And he goes, 9. And then then the internet just ran with that. And he's kind of in that pocket now, you know, where he's never coming back from that.
Unless he becomes
what?
9.
I will say this though. I would put our friendship on the line that the next player I'm going to mention, I think is universally loved, and I think you really like him. I'm hoping that you do. Is a quarterback that goes by the name of Jameis Winston.
Okay, I'm realizing now that's how his name is pronounced.
What did you think it was?
Jameis. I've been calling him Jameis for 3 years. Isn't that, he was the QB, wasn't he? Where his coach told him, hey, like, take a knee. And then in the huddle, he was like, no, we're scoring a touchdown on this one. And they scored a touchdown.
He's also the quarterback where, like, pre-draft, he was being interviewed by Jim Harbaugh, and he's kind of going through his personnel file. And he goes, hey, look, I see there's a couple knocks on this. One is, like, talking to me about the crab's leg incident. He talked about it, said it was a misunderstanding. And he goes, well, and then Jameis Winston goes, well, there's one more thing that's not on that list. And he goes, what? And he goes, well, I got in trouble in high school on my football team. And he says, why? He's like, well, because I started laughing uncontrollably when my coach started crying.
It's the little things, man.
And I'm like, all right, I like this guy, man. I like this guy.
remind you of anyone?
What's that?
It sounds like it could be me, but
Oh, laughing at his teacher?
yeah.
When did you laugh at your teacher?
Oh, I have a hard time. I'm the kind of guy who laughs at a funeral. Can't understand what I mean? You soon will. How about Shador? Bro, it's Shador's team. If it was a great week to have Shador Sanders put up 34 points in fantasy. Nobody else believed in him, man. No, let's go Browns. They did lose, by the way. They did lose. But that doesn't really matter to me because I didn't pick the Titans to win. I just put Shador as my QB1. That's not on him? Yeah. I don't really give a fuck about the Browns, to be honest. But Dolphins 6-7. I started Jalen Waddle this week, man. I had to. I will say, I did. I'm going to secure a playoff spot in the podcast league. I beat Rob's ass. I put up a fucking like a 160 point week or something like that. And I started Mahomes, who I think got 6 points total, not 6 fantasy points, but 6 points total against the Texans. So I put down some fucking heat. Gibbs, Puka Nacua, Harold Fannin Jr. put up like 25 points. People said, you're crazy, NL. You're crazy to have both Cleveland Browns tight ends on your team. Brother, they have no wide receivers. They have no wide receivers. You'd be a fool not to have both Cleveland tight ends. Having Gibbs and Puka in a 12-team league is insane. Bro, I think Nacua came off the board after Travis Kelce. I'm so happy because I know that I've got a snake in the podcast Discord, and he says they're rooting on my downfall. They get so mad when I say they don't know ball. Look at my roster. I'm going to have the most points scored in the league, and you guys let me in the playoffs. You had one chance. You had one chance this week to keep me from getting into the playoffs, but now the motherfucker with the most points in the league got to 7-7. I'm going to qualify for the playoffs, and now you're all gonna fucking pay. Now you're all going to pay. Because I know last week, remember when NL said we don't know ball? He was talking too early. Well, as the GOAT of talking too early, you were talking a little bit too early. You were talking a little bit too early, to be honest. Might be cooked in the other league. I may not make the playoffs in the other league. It depends on the game today. I'm rooting for another player to lose. That being said, the sleeper league, and I've maintained this since week 1, the sleeper league knows ball. They're like... Every week I go to the waiver wire and like the top 30 targets on the waiver wire have already been put on a roster. And then Wednesday I open up the app and it's like some piece of garbage. Like the 5th wide receiver on the Miami Dolphins, like 8 waiver claims are submitted for him. It's insane. The sleeper league is crazy. They know ball. It would be an honor to make the playoffs. I will say, by the way, 1 second, thank you for reminding me. I'm getting dissed in the NHL Fantasy League. NL, you're doing so bad in NHL Fantasy. Yeah, because I never set my fucking lines until Monday night. And everybody else, I'm not going to say it, everybody else cares more than I do. So they're all going to pay. So right now, I'm opening up the app, and I'm going to my team, and I'm going to quick lineup, and I'm going rest of matchup. 12 slots, 8, 10, 10, 2, 4, 6, updated. Okay, get ready to eat dirt. Excuse me, why are both of my starting goalies are on injured reserve? Lucas Dostal and Andrei Vasilevsky are both on injured reserve right now. There, I just realized how fucked you got in fantasy, by the way, because I was griping over having the most points for in the league and having a 7-7 record. And I realized you're at 4-9. That there are people that are like 8-5 that have less points than you. Or sorry, more less points than you. It's fucked up, man.
I think actually like half of our league scored less points than me, and I ended up in like 11th out of 14 or something like that. It was a rough year.
It's a bitch of a world.
I'm feeling a little better in that I'm on a bit of an upswing in the hockey league, though. I've had a little bit of a streak I've put together, so I'm coming back.
The easy path is gone, and I did not pay attention at all.
Yeah, I didn't know we blew up that line.
No. Oh, my gamer, dude! Holy shit! Let's go.
Went over it backwards, man.
Oh.
Well, I like that. I like that.
What are you gonna do now?
That's replacement.
Okay. Wait, it's still doable.
I don't think it.
Oh well.
Oh shit.
I took the crown of most points scored against in the whole league on the last week.
Yeah. Oh, that very good. Yeah. Congratulations.
But Ryan, me and you, if we win, we'll face each other in the finals.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
It could be us. It could be us.
That'd be fun.
I'm stoked that I made it in my sleeper league, even though my starting QBs for the season were concussed CJ Stroud, Kyler Murray, who lost the starting job, Cam Ward, and Bryce Young, bro.
I think the loser has to buy the other a chicken Caesar wrap.
No.
Barry, do it again, man.
Dude, I figured out the meta there. I'm liking it.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Just put me back on the bike, you motherfucker.
That's not okay.
Bryce Young balled out last week. He was on a bye, nephew. That does make it his second best game of the season.
Bryce Young has that's cold but fair. He's stepped up. He's doing a lot better over the last few weeks. They beat the fucking Rams, dude. The Panthers are actually in the picture.
No, Matthew Stafford's a fucking tooth jockey.
What the fuck?
What does that even mean?
Big teeth.
Didn't you say that he's like one of the most handsome quarterbacks in the league or something? I swear that was you.
Well, yeah.
He's got really nice teeth.
Big teeth are attractive. Daily Dozen. NHL question on the Daily Dozen. It's a beautiful day. Well, he got drafted in 2004. This QB's first year was 2006, in which he led his team to a 14-2 record. Phillip Rivers. It's perfect given that today was the day that he worked out for the Colts. You know that he's fucked. He's 44 years old, and they had the workout, and they said he was throwing the ball well. There's got to be someone better you can sign, man, than a guy he's been coaching high school football for 4 years. He does have 10 kids. He does have mouths to feed, and I bet he could probably, I mean, he could sign a 4-game deal for like $8 million or something like that, but come on, there's got to be a third-string QB in the system somewhere that they could get, man. That's crazy. Jalen Hurts was not throwing the ball last night. But luckily for me, Flux, if you're here, I apologize. I squeaked into the playoffs because Justin Herbert only threw to the tight end that somebody else in my league had in their matchup with another completely different person in the league one time. If he had thrown to him 2 times, I think I would be on the outside looking in. But because he threw to him 1 time, I squeaked into the final spot in the playoffs. Lucky me, man. And they laughed at me for having Shadur Sanders as my starting QB. They laughed at me. The 27th and most recent amendment was added to the Constitution during the single term of what president? Okay, single term presidents recently. Trump twice. Biden. Not George W. Bush. Jimmy Carter? Could be Jimmy Carter. Carter. Remember that? Oh. The Americans with Disabilities Act was signed into law by what guy whose predecessor was diagnosed with Alzheimer's? Clinton. No, Bush Sr. Bush Sr. because Reagan had Alzheimer's. George Bush. I was seriously looking at this and this is fucked up to say. I apologize, but I was looking at this going, Trump signed this? There's no way. I would have heard about that. It just didn't. I was so close to typing it, but I was like, it can't be right. So many of them could have. Well, fuck it. I'm gonna keep voting for 85-year-olds. They've got the most job experience, bro. That's why Phillip Rivers is gonna go crazy for the Colts. The older you are, the better you get at things. The Keon Coleman fit. I don't want to talk about Keon Coleman. I picked him up off the waiver wire. Bro decided he doesn't want to play football anymore. I was like, that's fine. He's probably like 38, right? No, bro's like 20.5 years old. I can't, we never talked about this, right? Did you know, maybe I told you, you could bet on the WWE?
No.
I swear it to you. I couldn't believe it either until chat told it to me.
No. Where?
I think like any sports book, man.
No, that's not true. That's one guy bait.
I swear it to you. I swear that they told me that it's true.
Douche Canoe in your chat says I've literally made money doing that. Now I want to believe you.
Well, it just said
how?
I guess it's one of those things. Like if you're an officer of the company, I guess you're not supposed to bet on it. But I think I found a way for Triple H to make a lot of money. I think I might have found a great revenue stream for Triple H specifically.
Yeah, because that's just open to so much tampering, right?
I mean, it's like known. I don't want to say it's fixed, but like the outcome is known, right?
Yeah,
To some people.
Yes.
And in the NFL, the outcome is only known to Roger Goodell.
I mean, I'm pretty surprised that the script has the Kansas City Chiefs not in the playoffs this year, especially with the Kelsey engagement. I'm like, you know how much juice they could get from that?
But the thing is, maybe they have them squeak in to the playoffs on like a loss from somebody else. And then it's a way to rehab the Chiefs' image from being like, oh, they've been so lucky it's fixed, to like, oh my God, they're crazy underdogs that just happen to be making it work this year.
If you Simpsons this and this happens, people will point to you as you're on the inside.
They'll be asking me for who to bet on for SummerSlam 2026 for sure. I think people don't want to hear whining. I think complaining is like a fundamental human act of sharing.
What's the difference between whining and complaining?
Whining is like, how could this happen to me? Oh, like, woe is me, this is ruining my life. Complaining is like, this thing sucks. Like, I can complain without feeling bad. Like, whenever someone's like, stop complaining, I'm like, why? I'm having a great time. Complaining feels like you're trying to be observed. It's like fundamentally human. You're like, I am sharing my feeling with you. Do you agree or disagree with this? Why? There's a snitch on you. A good, kind of example of this, I think, is fantasy football. Here's my whine in fantasy football. Oh, and I've said this, by the way, so I'm being self-aware. I had the most points for in the league, but I went 7-7. Life is uniquely unfair to me and me alone. Oh, nobody else could possibly know how hard things are for me. Here's a complaint that I have about fantasy. Why the hell did I trade for Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr.? Marvin Harrison Jr., bro's appendix was a ticking time bomb. So first off, he can't catch a pass. Okay, you can get over that. We can put glue on the gloves or something like that. Then his appendix burst. Okay, that's a 1 week. That's a 1 week injury. Bro's out for 2 weeks. Lazy. Then he comes back, plays one game, and now he's out. He's questionable again. He hasn't practiced all week. He's a bum. He's a bum, and he's on 0 HP. That's a complaint.
Have you ever taken friendly. Marvin Harrison's head coach is a dork? Yo, friendly.
Did you mourn for Patrick Mahomes' ACL? Honestly, first off, I won my game in the podcast league this week. I lost in the sleeper league, so I'm gonna be 7th or 8th in the sleeper league. Because there's 12 people. I'm gonna be 5th or 6th in the sleeper league. Not too bad. But in the podcast league, I'm going top 4 at a minimum. And honestly, I wouldn't say I'm happy Patrick Mahomes got injured, because that's ridiculous. But it does save me from the mental overhead of having to choose which quarterback to run. This is Caleb's team now. Works for me. I did see on ESPN.com, I saw Patrick Mahomes' tweet or his Instagram post, which wasn't it like, I don't know why this had to happen to me or something like that, and it feels bad. It's so sad, man. Bro's team is 6'8", and he tore his ACL, and he said no one on earth has ever felt this kind of pain before. It's crazy. Well, I guess it probably sucks ass, like, for your team to not be doing that well and for your leg to explode, but the tweet is crazy, man. The tweet is insane. Dude, I was just waiting, by the way. I won my playoff game in the podcast league this week in fantasy football. I was so expecting to get crashed out on for a couple of reasons. One is the op had Rome Odunze, who was ruled out of the Bears game like 30 seconds before it started, which is really bad luck. And then also, He started the Bengals kicker, and the Bengals scored 0 points. So the Bengals kicker got 0 points. I was like, my roster was kind of a buzzsaw there this weekend, but still, come on, Bengals. I was like, the dude hit like the worst luck you could have possibly hit. And it's even worse because I was the 7 seed and he was the 2 seed. Ooh. But I did also, I'm not gonna lie, if you're watching this right now and you're my op, as soon as I saw the projection come in 100-0, I said, Apollo, I want every message they've ever written in the podcast Discord. Because I got word that a lot of people in the podcast Discord were rooting for my demise. So I would love, they were saying on the podcast how unlucky he was to go against you. So funny. So funny. Well, just to be clear, and this is not, it's them that is screwing you on this one. His score was low enough he would have lost to anybody else that was in the playoffs. So if anything, it's lucky for the rest of the league that he went up against me because anyone else would have lost to me this week. Either way, we got expeditions coming in. That might not be the case next week, but we'll see. 6-7. I will say I was watching about 3 minutes of the Chargers Chiefs game. My daughter went, Daddy, and I went, what? And then she walked over to the TV and pointed to the Chiefs record, which as of yesterday was this. And then I laughed. I said, that's right, honey, 6-7. That's right. But Patrick Mahomes, fucking sack merchant, fucked it up. Now they're fucking 6-8, bro. Sack merchant. I didn't see the game. I don't know what happened. I know the Chargers won. His ACL got torn. Passive ass voice. But my kid, I heard a bunch of Lego fall off the counter yesterday. I went upstairs like, what the fuck? My kid was like, I didn't drop it, it fell. And I went, oh, okay. Fucking David Brooks ass passive voice. The Lego was involved in a gravity related accident. The Peloton Discord last night was telling me that in the NFL, you have to take a test for cognitive ability. I don't know, just to get a measure of your like logical reasoning, I guess. Yes, the Wonderlic. And they were like, you should take it on stream. And then I opened the webpage for the practice test, and it was like, the first question was like, which of these is the smallest number? And it was like 4, 7, 18, 0.8, and 0.75. And I went, no, man. No shot. And people are saying this is a dementia test. No, because I've done that one just to make sure I don't have it. That one is really like, they're asking you like, what time is it and stuff like that. That one is like, you're going to know. Like the Wonderlic, you could be like, oh, sorry, I wasn't thinking straight about that one. The dementia one is really like if you're getting these wrong, you got some problems. Like not in a pejorative sense, but like you need a little assistance. Another one was like, is this like the first question I think was like, if the first 2 sentences are true, is the third sentence true? And the first one was like, John is faster than Bill. And then the second one was like, Dave is faster than Bill. And then the third one is, John is faster than Dave. And I went, this can't be real. They can't be giving these people these questions. And then, I don't get it. Are you a tight end? This is not Blueprints Parlor, bro. This is like, I mean, okay, it's in the theme of the Blueprints Parlor, but guys, by the way, the podcast Fantasy Football League is so mad at me because I incepted them. All week I've been laying the groundwork. The groundwork was, oh, well, Patrick Mahomes is injured, but that saves me making a decision. This is Caleb Williams' team now. This is Caleb Williams' team. It saves me from making a decision. We just play Williams every week now. Waiver wire, boom. Drop David Njoku. Pick up JJ McCarthy. That's right. We got 9 on the team. Drop somebody else who's injured who will never play another game this season. Pick up CJ Stroud. That's right. The Stroudler. Now I got 3 quarterbacks to choose from. Now you're in trouble. You really thought Unk doesn't know ball. He's just gonna run Caleb Williams. No, man. We might run Caleb Williams this week because there's no Myles Garrett on the Packers right now. Or I mean Micah Parsons. But to be fair, there is no Myles Garrett on the Packers either. He's on the Cleveland Browns. I run Caleb every week from those guys. Yeah, but you got to have a backup just in case Caleb Williams goes down with a, exploded leg or something like that. Why would you say that? These men are just action figures to me. I care about them only insofar as they can generate fantasy points. Also, they're the ones who chose to play football. It's the sport that makes your legs explode. They keep their emotions. They keep their emotions under control.
Unlike a certain Los Angeles Rams wide receiver.
Yeah, dude, don't even talk about it. Don't even talk about it. My whole season is riding on Aiden Ross's best friend Puka Nacua now.
No. You think the refs be bullshitting sometimes?
Oh, 100%. I'm like, they had a... Yes, the refs are the worst because they're just some of the rules aren't, and like these guys are lawyers and like they want to be on TV too, bro. Like the game, you don't think he's texting his friends in the group chat like, "Yo, you guys just saw me Sunday Night Football." Like that was
no way.
Like that wasn't PI. Like, but I called it. I was like,
seriously, they do that?
I mean, these guys are normal human beings too, bro. Like these guys.
I mean, they do a better job than them.
Dude, am I even joking? Yes.
Fuck, bro. They
do.
They're cheaters, bro. I don't care.
And not me on ESPN.com saying, why is Puka antagonizing the refs? And then posting it in the Discord, and you're like, brother, don't look up anything else he said. And then I looked up everything else he said and went, oh, no.
Don't worry, they're in sweeping under the rug mode, so maybe you're good.
I thought it was crazy that the ESPN headline was, Puka says sometimes the refs make calls to get on TV. I was like, that's not great. And then I opened the rest of the article and went, I would have led with that one, I suppose.
Wait, don't worry, Ryan. I might be joining you because one of my wide receivers went into concussion protocol, and then my running back also re-injured his groin in practice, so I might just fucking lose.
You know your wide receivers got a concussion when he starts talking like a normal human being, too. When he starts saying some shit like, I trust the scientists on that, you're like, oh, no, man.
Bro, I don't see any cars, man. Dang.
Dan is trying to insinuate that we made this lobby around him and did not invite him. And I just want to...
Not how it went down, and he knows that, but he's just having fun with it.
He is, but I just want it to be known that the rule of first come, first serve has kind of been the way this Discord has worked for quite some time. Apparently, Puka also said he doesn't think concussions are real, which is so funny.
That's a really... Dude, that must be like concussions are evolving. Like, this is a next level strain of concussion.
They're starting to self-sustain.
The concussion virus.
The concussion's playing Pandemic.
I also believe that concussions are all in your head. You just can't think about it.
Seriously? So concussions aren't real. It's all in your head.
What
about ACL tears?
Oh, those ones are pretty real. If you can't get up and walk, I feel like that's pretty real.
Just whispering to him. Yeah. Tell them I'm not real.
It's dark passenger, man.
Stream the locker room. In a 13-second clip, Nacua said, I also believe that concussions aren't real. You just can't think about them. That's crazy.
What?
Like if you don't believe that they're real, they can't hurt you.
They won't happen.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's so funny.
Funny, dude.
It's like a mind over matter thing.
Yeah. Oh man, that's actually. You know what? You're all right. Get in here, man. Oh,
you know what else?
Concussions.
Puka Nacua does. When Puka Nacua runs out with his teammates on the Los Angeles Rams, he doesn't run out to the field by himself and look behind and be like, "Oh, they all left me. They just left me behind, man. They just left me."
I'd like to imagine Dan's driving his car doing that right now.
Like that clip of
that
clip of Fousey Tube where he's like singing "Stand" behind the wheel of his SUV. you know the one I'm talking about.
I didn't see that.
You never, dude. It's the classic Twitter React image.
I'm in a car right now. I'm doing 90 on the freeway. Hey, Slim, I drank a fifth of vodka. You tell me to drive?
We did not mute Dan. He's playing you like a fiddle.
Yeah.
You're feeding into his rage bait.
How are the Canucks doing this year?
We're the worst team in the NHL.
Oh no!
Legitimately,
and they just got worse.
Yes, but ever since we traded our best
sold
player,
our team away. Yeah.
Ever since we traded our best player, we can't stop winning. It's a little backwards, but
it's they gotta prove we don't need him.
Now that you're watching football, Ryan, what is the football equivalent of the Canucks? Is it a Browns, a Jets?
It's not quite the Browns because the Sabres are the Browns.
Maybe the Buffalo Bills.
No, because they're awesome. Like, even though they're not that good this year, they have a history of being like really good lately for like maybe 8 years. I think the Jets is actually not a horrible comparison.
I mean, that would be really bad for the Canucks. I don't know if you know how bad it is for the Jets.
We've kind of been in like a 10-year pseudo rebuild, like a rebuild that's failed and then had to be rebuilt again.
The Jets have done that too, except they've also added like 30 years to that.
I don't know. I'm trying to think then. Okay, well, maybe a better way, I'll describe the Canucks and then you tell me what team they are.
Okay.
They were really good 15 years ago and almost won it all, but have never won it all, which is an important part of the Canucks identity. They bottomed out and were insanely bad for like 3 or 4 years. Then they got a core of young talent that was very exciting, got a modicum of success, and then threw it away. A lot of chat saying it could possibly be the Falcons.
Well, I mean, the Falcons. So the Falcons are just perpetually mid forever.
Okay, not really us then.
The Falcons are a team every year. They're like, oh, dude, the Falcons, this is finally like they're going to get it together this year. And then they don't do that. And then they go like, 8-8
Kendrick
or like
be
something.
like, they really not like us.
Actually, the Cardinals, I think, is a really good comparison. I'll tell you why. One of them is that I forgot that they existed, which is in keeping, I think. And then another one is that the roster now looks so much different than it did on day one of this very season. Like, I'm a fan and I watch the games, and every time they do the roster, I'm like, who is this guy? I've never seen this man before in my life.
Cardinals is good. I think that tracks because Cardinals they almost had it all, and then they also did not get there.
That might be the best comparison.
Because people are saying the Vikings.
McGuire?
No one is the Vikings.
And we haven't been.
Vikings are the Vikings.
Mark McGuire
Steroided up
on that thing.
The Vikings have their own very special like what they are, and no one can take that from them.
But the Vikings are also like 6-8 or something right now, right? I don't think the comparison necessarily would hold. And they made the playoffs last year, so I think that like in a weird legacy wise, maybe sure, but like for where they're at right now, they're not a good comparison because they're actually too good.
Green Bay Packers. I'm a cheesehead for life.
Are you really?
No. So you're really hurt over the last week. Then you've had a bad time,
bro. You literally lost Myles Garrett.
Yeah, but I put money on them.
Player. You're thinking of Micah Parsons.
I'm thinking of Micah Parsons. You lost out on Myles Garrett in the. He could have gone to free agency a while ago, but then the Cleveland Browns like handcuffed him instead.
Peeing your pants is cool. Considering me Myles Garrett.
They gave him a very large pile.
They handcuffed him with a supermax contract.
It was very funny because he was like, I want to win games, I want to be on a winning team, and then he's like, I don't care about the money, and then they gave him a massive amount of money, and he went, well, I guess I could lose for the rest of my career. That's fine.
Plus, I mean, Brown's a great team to be on if you're trying to break records as a defender because the offense is not staying on the field very long.
4X on.
They had a good offense 2 few years ago.
They're about to have, dude. It's Shadur's team. I'm in the consolation round to figure out who's going to be like 5th and who's going to be 6th in the sleeper league. And I approached my opponent with a unique offer. I said, I'll tell you what, if you start Phillip Rivers, I'll start Shedeur Sanders. And they said, okay. So now we got an uncle versus nephew bowl coming this Sunday.
I think you have a better chance because the Bills defense is worse than the Niners defense.
I also think Phillip Rivers is 44 and 235 pounds, and Shedeur Sanders is like 23, but he is also on the Browns, so you never know. You never know.
I'm in the same position. I'm about to repeat history. Last year, I made it to semis, lost to first place, and now I've made it to semis, and I'm playing first place, and I can feel it coming.
Nah, bro, it's you and me.
Feel the repeat.
You and me in the finals. Trust.
Well, I think both of us will know by tonight because our two best players are both playing tonight.
Puka apologized too, which is bullish.
Oh, I'm sure he meant it. and JSN's playing tonight too, and I need him to have a good game.
That doesn't sound like Puka. That's probably his concussion.
Yeah, that's the concussion.
We
talking.
are dead center. This has been a great time to eat my burrito, man. Look at the damn circle.
Doesn't this shit piss you off? Someone in chat is like, I have both JSN and Puka playing tonight. How's your single player fantasy football league, bro? So stupid.
That is. I don't know how the other people let you do that. If you got them both in the draft, then like the that's just throwing. Like whoever was drafting in your league threw. If you traded for it, whoever you traded with also threw. To be fair, I traded for JSN, so
yeah.
But I gave up Kyron Williams and Michael Pittman Jr. I thought it was a fair trade.
Pittman's been a damn dividend this year.
I did, dude. I offloaded Pittman at the fucking best time.
Number
dude.
33, not very good without MJ. Well, he was okay.
What are you talking about?
Pippin.
Football.
You know, he's in Lord of the Rings.
Pippin.
He is in Lord of the Rings too. He is kind of the Lord of the Rings too. He must have like 6 of them, right? Corey's an Eagles fan. So I know how Eagles fans talk. You want to fire the coach because you guys are like 8 and 6 or whatever?
He's the shittiest coach to ever win a Super Bowl. I'll fucking say it.
Bullshit. Probably Terry Bradshaw.
That's a quarterback.
Yeah, not a coach. Exactly. But if he coached them...
Is he a tax stock?
I like the confidence with which you say things that you don't know. And I don't even mean that in a demeaning way.
No wonder
that's how you get going in life. That's
no wonder the other people in the podcast league are like, we need to take this fucker down. I completely get it. Don't get me wrong. But I did say, I already told chat when I beat my opponent last week, I said, I want a transcript of every message they ever sent in the podcast Discord. And if they ever talk shit, it's raining down on them 500x now.
The guy I am playing this week scored 189 points. Yeah,
that's really good. But that, thank God you weren't playing him last week.
Dude, yeah, Rob tanked it for me. Shout out, Rob.
I'm mad on your behalf. You said I started Seattle defense and Myers against Puka and JSN. Again, I'm realizing so many people that talk to me about fantasy football are in leagues. Well, I guess in this case, you're the accountant. How the hell did your opponent get Puka Nacua and JSN? I mean, I'm a little pissed off because Apollo has Jamar Chase and JSN, but that's because, as I've said many times, the podcast league is full of plumbers and accountants. I've been saying it since week 1, and I've been banging the drum the whole time. Apollo is not a plumber nor an accountant, and that's why he fleeced a plumber and an accountant. Where did he go in your draft? I have absolutely no idea. I think I had auto draft on. I wasn't even there. Come on, man. Did you guys see Puka Nacua got 46 fantasy points last night? I popped into the Discord at the end of the game, and so I think Apollo said, hey, congrats on winning this week. I'm not playing him, by the way, but he said, congrats on winning this week because of Puka Nacua. And I said, No, I forgot to bench him. I was going to bench him, but I forgot to open my phone. I was going to bench him out of principle. No. He did what? Oh, I was going to bench him, and then he put up 220 yards and 2 touchdowns on 16 receptions. Oh, my God. This is horrible. This looks so bad for me. Is that good? It's like, it's not good. It would have been better if, the universe punished him. and he like had a horrible game or was like suspended by the NFL or something like that. But in fantasy terms, yes, he had like an unbelievably incredible game, and still lost, which is punishment in a manner of speaking. Then he blamed the refs. Yeah, I saw. My Discord is keeping me abreast of all the Puka Nakua stuff that he's getting up to, because I'm off social media, and wait, maybe this is awesome. I have to say, I think it's funny that he said so many stupid things on one stream that it's actually taking like days for all of the stupid shit to percolate out to the media. Like, it's the same way people have been studying the Bible for like 2,000 years. Is you'd be like, well, there's only like, I don't know, 1,100 pages or something like that. How long could it be? They're like, they keep finding new wrinkles of study in the Puka Nakua stream. Right? Like I only knew the anti-Semitic stuff.
So throw the ball up, spin it, flex, then look and go like this. All right. Yes! Yes! Just like a bow, yes, just like this.
And then yesterday you guys told me that he doesn't believe that concussions are real as long as you don't think about them, which is obviously incredibly stupid, but incredibly funny as well. Like, it almost in an alternate universe sounds like something I could see myself saying if I was like a professional athlete instead of a streamer. But then saying that as a professional athlete he doesn't eat vegetables because they cause inflammation.
You eat vegetables, No, they cause inflammation, that's why. Are you serious? Wait, they actually do?
That's why I don't eat them.
Salad, so vegetables, or you don't eat vegetables? No, that's literally, I'm like, yeah. So you don't need to eat vegetables if you don't need to? No. See, it's a myth. I told you guys.
That's why I don't eat it.
Is just like, this is a historical level run in like one disastrous podcast appearance, man. Like, it's crazy. This guy sounds like he rocks. Well, I would wait until you see the other stuff that he said. But so, if he hadn't said some of the stuff that he said, you would actually be like, it kind of rocks that he owns being stupid, because he was also ignorant in a very offensive way. It's not cool stupidity anymore. Like, it's not being a himbo who's like, I only eat chicken fingers, and also I have like, I'm the best wide receiver in the NFL. Instead, it was like, oh, he's not a himbo because he actually thinks he's smarter than everybody. But nephew might figure it out. He's still a kid. He's only 25, possibly the oldest kick viewer on the planet. Oh, he's 20. Sorry, he's 24. Nightmare NFL blunt rotation. So I'm gonna just say something that I think is gonna be controversial. I don't want to smoke salvia with Aaron Rodgers. It would be as long as he was the only crazy person in the circle. Sometimes the blunt rotation needs one conspiracy theory guy, and it doesn't mean you are like, please educate me about conspiracy theories. It just means you just need like a pinch for flavor. You know? Does it now? It can add to the atmosphere a little bit, as long as like afterwards, you know, when he leaves, you look at the other people and you go, the hell was he talking about? Fuck you. Doc at mid-bit just to try to piss him off. VIP Daniel can never piss me off. We're on the same side. I never thought it would happen. We're on the same side of the anti-Heart war in the Peloton Discord. Heart's been wilding out too much. I told him, I said, if you keep typing like that, you're gonna get banned from the Discord. I think he's flying way too close to the sun. And at first I was like, it's kind of funny. But then like, he beat me in fantasy last week, which is a bad enough offense in and of itself, like a ban-worthy offense just by itself. But then he was like trash talking me. I was like, why are you trash talking me? And then he pulled up a message from like 5 days prior that was like, how could I not start Shadur Sanders when he plays Hart's team? It's gonna be cinema. And he was like, and I read that shit. And I was like, that's not even trash talking. Shadur Sanders is fucking ass, man. It's not trash talk. I was just saying there's a cinematic synergism, I'll work on the phrasing there, to starting a quarterback who's playing a guy whose favorite team is also the guy that the quarterback is playing. He also got banned from Zwift for calling someone I think he called himself a donkey, which is not offensive, but apparently on Zwift, which is a platform exclusively patronized by like middle-aged dentists, it's illegal to say the F word. And if you say the F word, a systems administrator will come into the chat and go, hey, could you guys keep it down? Can you guys stop using this kind of language in this chat? This is a family-friendly server. Which I don't think he should have been banned for that. I'm just saying he's redlining in a variety of different social platforms now, okay? And as a result, VIP, Daniel, and I, who have always been on positive terms, have found ourselves more allied than ever. Because I know VIP Daniel has had some beef with Hart as well. Maybe because Hart did threaten them. Which led to them, I didn't even know this could happen, it led to them getting a message from Discord admins being like, don't talk like that, or you're gonna get banned from Discord. Like, he's getting reprimanded on every platform. How's that controversial fantasy 50 bomb feeling? I'm not gonna lie, it does feel awesome. It does feel great to have Puka Nakua on your team after he puts down a performance like that. Well, get me out of here. Who's your NFL team? I've decided after last night to recommit to the Seahawks. I've decided selflessly to dedicate my fandom to the closest regional football franchise. Never would have thought that this season I would be a Minnesota Wild and Seattle Seahawks bandwagon joiner. It happened. It happened, man. Yeah, I've been repping the 12 for life. In many ways, I think I was the original 12th man. Nobody knows Seahawks history like me. We want the ball and we're gonna score. Throws interception. Bad luck Hasselbeck. Says he wants the ball and he's going to score. Throws an interception. Problem? I forgot how memes work. The two states that legalize pot are getting together for a Super Bowl. Let me think about that. First off, aren't there like 13 states that legalize pot? Secondly, oh, okay, so Washington. But who you got in the AFC, man? New York, I guess? Buffalo Bills? Or the Broncos? I'm sorry, listen, if you're a Broncos fan, don't be mad. I literally don't know ball. But I just don't see a world that we live in where under Bo Nix's name, it says one-time Super Bowl champ. I just don't, there's something about, maybe it's because Penix Jr. rinsed him when Bo Nix was at Oregon, and I'm a lifelong Husky, obviously. It just doesn't feel right. Like, I can picture, maybe not this year, but I can picture, like, Drake May, Super Bowl champion. I could picture that. I just can't picture, like, I can't picture him, like, on the mic after the owner speaks going, like, we did it for the fans. I just can't. And that doesn't mean he can't do it, but, like, but I just feel like I can't see it. I didn't say he was bad. I'm saying I don't see him winning a Super Bowl simply because it feels wrong. Watched the holdovers this weekend and loved it. You should have watched the turnovers this weekend, aka the Baltimore Ravens. I have to say, and it's a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day on Sunday when I looked at my phone after the morning games and saw that in the podcast league in which I was in the semifinals, I was projected to score 201 points in fantasy football. If you don't know fantasy football, 130 points is a pretty good score. So to be projected at 201 points was very nice to see. And unfortunately, I ended up underperforming. I only got like 197 or something like that. But I will be playing against my good friend Apollo in the finals, which feels awesome. It feels incredible. I'm not going to lie. I apologize if you're in the podcast league. I do apologize to you. But also, fuck you. And the reason I say fuck you is because I was laying it on a little thick as the heel at the start of the season. And you guys, as you always do on the internet, you took it too seriously. And the worst part of it all, I don't even know if that's going to work. Holy cow. You celebrated too early. When I was 2-0, everyone started saying, we got to stop this guy. We got to stop this guy. Apollo's showing me messages from the Discord, from other people that are like, I hate this guy. He said we don't know ball. And then when I fell to 7-7, people started sending me almost messages that were a little bit like, I hope you had a good time this season. You're going to be scary next year. And I sent a message that said, brother, don't let me sneak into the playoffs because there's going to be some problems. There's going to be some problems for you if we sneak into the playoffs. And fortunately, and also highly unfortunately, Puka Nacua went demon mode. And I'm not saying you have to hand it to him because you don't have to hand it to him. But 46 points really helped me out a lot this week. And then non-insane or at least quiet wide receiver 1, Olave, also throwing down like 36 points or something like that. It's the kind of stuff that can really help you out. Are those people in the room with us right now? They may be, but they're not saying anything. They haven't said much. They haven't said much since yesterday. Now, I could easily lose in the finals, but to lose in the finals to Apollo would be... Let me just start with the obvious. I would rather win. But to lose to Apollo in the finals would be totally fine. He knows ball. But either way, the rest of the podcast league, you're on notice. That's all I'm going to say. And by on notice, I mean, how do the consolation rounds taste? You actually watch the games or memorize the box score? Most of the time on Sundays, I'm hanging out with my daughter and not watching football. But I did see the... I saw Shadur pass to Harold Fannin Jr. for a touchdown and then left my house. And I did see most of the Ravens and Pats game. I watched the end of it, which was the most important part. Hello, fellow champion. Apollo, it feels so damn good. Feels so damn good to win the skill-based game of fantasy football and silence all of the doubters who, when I said they don't know football, they took offense as if I was speaking about them. And then they were preying on my downfall when I was 7-7. Oh, tough look, young pup. We know you got the most points in the league, but it turns out I'm better than you because I'm fucking 9-5 or whatever, even though I've scored 200 less points than you this year. Oh, yeah? Well, enjoy the 9-5. Me and Apollo out here popping bottles. What if we fucking did it, Apollo? What if we fucking, if nobody started anybody in our finals? Or, hear me out, choose your champion. we do a 1v1. We each send out one guy for the Final Fantasy Football Championship. Kicker versus kicker. Apollo, who's your kicker? I got Bates, but the Lions are really, they're kind of like up and down. Tyler Loop. Patriots kicker, is that right? Or Ravens kicker? No, Patriots. Ravens. That makes sense now that I think about it. Obviously, the Pats are still running with Vinatieri. I mean, if it ain't broke, why fix it? Now, everyone's clowning on Ninja for the kicker tweet, but did you guys ever notice that, like, after he tweeted that, kickers started locking in and hitting, like, 65-yarders regularly? I'm being 100% serious with you. It's time to explore the possibility that Ninja was actually right. How do you not watch sports but keep up with every sport? I watch sports. I watched the Colts. I watched the Colts 49ers game last night. No disrespect to Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Do you ever think that maybe you could like bust out like an 11-yard run so that the old man doesn't have to throw 30 times in the game? Like, you think you could break one fucking tackle or something so that he doesn't have to pass every down of every single drive? He was balling? I know, but like Jonathan Taylor Thomas was not doing his part, man. Maybe the defense could stop one play. They literally got an interception. All they needed was Jonathan Taylor Thomas to score 2 touchdowns in 4 minutes, and they could have made it. But no, they made the old man throw again. I was asking in the in the fantasy football chat too. I was asking. I missed most of Phillip Rivers' career. I literally started watching football like when he got drafted, and then stopped watching until this year. Does he always throw like that? Like, I know that he's a coach and he's like one of the best quarterbacks of all time, but he has no motion on the throw, man. He's going like he's like pushing the ball out to them. He points at the dude he's going to pass to too, which seems to me like it might tell the defense where the ball's going. But and then he goes, but it got the job done. It got the job done. Which NL describes your fantasy football season? Podcast league, bottom right NL. Sleeper league, let's say top right NL. But ergo, I've decided, even though I had them opposite for the whole year, I've decided I don't give a fuck about the sleeper league and I only care about the podcast league. It's that simple. Sorry, I'm having some trail mix, by the way. Can I say something about DK Metcalf? He shouldn't have done all that shit. But don't be a fucking puss. He didn't look at how is he gonna you're literally 10 feet above him. How is he gonna get any leverage on you to do any damage, bro? You're not getting ribs broken by DK Metcalf at the edge when he's like you're like a giant and he's down on the field. There's no way. Obviously you can't be an athlete and hit the fans, even if the fans deserve it. But you know, I'm not saying this is what's gonna happen, but that's the type of shit people were saying in like 2004. And then all of a sudden, you watch the documentary about the Malice in the Palace, and you're like, no, man, they were right to beat the shit out of the fans. they were within their rights to beat the shit out of the fan in that one. He got $45 million in guarantees voided from that swing. Okay, well, no one's saying it's a smart idea. All I'm saying is I bet for like 3 seconds it felt good as fuck to throw down with the fan. For 3 seconds, his brain was in heaven for sure. Thank you, Pope John Paul III. Here's a thought, Pope Jake Paul.
Nope.
First of his
Yeah,
name.
why not? You know what? Why not?
Pope Jake Paul I.
Let's roll the dice 2026.
It is crazy that we got Chicago Pope and the Bears are in the playoffs. I was just saying that's maybe there's something to it. Maybe God's out there.
Can somebody get Caleb Williams some receivers, please?
He wasn't looking out for him last night.
Maybe we get Caleb Williams a defense first before we get him any extra receivers.
This is a bit tangential, but like they shouldn't have the players wear white pants when it's pouring rain.
I got it.
Corey, it's a white wet T-shirt contest.
Dude, basically, did you see the Bills game? The Eagles-Bills?
No. I don't watch bad teams.
They were wearing like white pants and pouring rain. They're just like pink from the waist down with like the little diaper patch.
Straight up. More maneuverability.
Yeah.
I'll be flicked if Puka Nacua gets 52 points tonight.
It's crazy that they gave it like a 19% chance of happening.
Hey, I was going to say the same
It's
thing,
so
man.
funny, but it's like I can't really be mad. I'm like maybe it is a 19% chance to happen. In the sleeper league, which I'm not in the finals of, the championship literally comes down to Monday Night Football, and it's like a 49-51 right now. That's fucking cinema, bro.
That's crazy.
And like each of them has like 3 players that are playing tonight.
Who's playing Monday night this
We
week?
lost a fucking tire. That's terrible.
Rams and Falcons, Corey. While I'm in the purple right now,
tire.
I do have to tell you, Apollo is beating me by 56.5 points roughly in fantasy. And everybody on both of our rosters has played except I have Puka Nacua left. So all I need is the best wide receiver performance maybe in history. If he gets I think he needs 280 yards and 2 touchdowns, some kind of combination of that.
These guys just don't miss. They literally just do not miss.
Yeah.
How many points do you get for a touchdown?
I think you'd have a better chance if they were playing a better team.
Yeah, or if he did like a Rumble stream tonight or something before the game.
Playing fantasy, I learned that yeah, there's so many people. I learned that if your player is playing a team that's bad, scores like 21 points.
They got him? They got him? What was that?
They're like Roger Goodell said he knows too much.
Oh no, I'm here.
No, you're
still.
back. You're back. I'm gonna get your chip.
I don't know about that one, but good luck. No, but like your team scores like 21 points and then they just stop playing the game because they won already, and then your player doesn't get any points.
No, it's true. Or Jalen Waddle breaks a toe or something on the first reception of the game. And then he waddles away, waddle, till the very next day. It's so crazy. The Chicago Bears are going to win the Super Bowl this year.
They really are.
Dude, I'm rooting. They're my bandwagon team.
I mean, that'd be great for Caleb Williams rookie cards, that's for sure.
Just say I'm rooting for Drake May and it sounds better.
Yes.
I am rooting for Drake May.
Especially after yesterday's news report.
Their only other good offensive player is
Yeah, I did see that. I know what you're talking about.
Uh-oh, stinky. Remember that one?
I don't know who needs to hear this, but you should not choke and strangle people.
Yep.
Just my 2 cents. Not trying to ruffle any feathers, but
at least he seems like an equal opportunity strangler.
Yes, I believe.
What is that?
Hey, maybe it's based. I don't know.
What does it sound like?
Well, listen, this isn't even my domain. I don't know that much about football, but I don't think that's based. Okay, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I was going to take it.
Thanks for saying that. I appreciate it. It's actually kind of based to not condone anything ever. You're kind of safe.
Well, what I was going to say is, as far as we know, he's only been charged with strangling a man and a woman, which means he's nice to non-binary individuals. That's one way to spin it.
Sure.
So children and animals.
I never reach, but yeah.
If I was working for his PR team right now, that's maybe one thing that I'd be putting out in the meeting room.
Imagine being known as the equal.
Yeah, bringing up non-binary people in the NFL is gonna do numbers, man. I don't think I ever said it on stream, but I'm just Ryan. We had an epic fantasy battle.
The finals
was victorious.
The finals kind of sucked, but I commend you nonetheless on a season well played.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's freaking doomsaying every week. Oh, this player's injured. I can't believe this guy.
True. First off,
cuts in some slack. He went 1-14 or whatever.
That's true. But Ryan will be able to vouch in that me and him both barely made it into the playoffs, having two of the highest scoring offenses in the entire league.
We did almost get like unjustly.
It did go really bad.
Look who ended 1-2.
Well, yeah, but like I had the most points in the league, and I was the final.
I got a car,
seed.
boys.
I was the
Am I
final
picking you up,
seed.
or am I still looting?
Yeah, they fought now.
Ryan had the most points in the league. I had the third most, and we were like the 7th and 6th seed.
Yeah.
It was fucked, man.
Said I was gonna let you guys sit there for a little bit more because of Ryan's fantasy football burn.
It wasn't a burn. I was mostly just saying your record out loud.
Oh, Apollo?
I'm sorry. I literally like can't say this. But did you see that? Probably not, because I don't think this went viral on social media. But like, the Texans won their game last week or 2 weeks ago, but both, I think, because they're on a win streak. The reporter went over to CJ Stroud and was like, CJ, tell me your thoughts on this game. And he literally went,
your team's 8th straight win. That game had a little bit of everything. What was challenging about today, and how did you guys overcome it?
First, the glory goes to God, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Without him, I wouldn't even be here. I don't deserve any of this, but he continued to, give me grace and mercy every day, and I'm just very grateful. And I always got to give him the glory. But yeah, they made some changes going into the second half and after the second quarter. And made it challenging. But that's what you get in these type of games. You're going to get a playoff experience. They have a good defense. So I thought, we weathered the storm and found a way to get a dub.
Well, the first thing I want to say is that I don't deserve any of this. God is great, and I owe all of my glory to him. It's through him that like all this stuff is possible. And I just like to thank him for the opportunity to like do all this stuff and play this game and have this life. And he was like, yeah, I guess, like, honestly, I was just able to read the defense really well today. And I was like, what are you talking about, man? It's just, he went off for like, you can say it, don't get me wrong, but he went off for like 2 straight minutes. They asked him, like, what are your thoughts on them running a zone when they should have double-teamed Nico Collins instead? And he just went off, man. I was like, man, I guess God doesn't give a fuck about like the Broncos or whatever. God is not fucking with the Denver Broncos. He is a Houston Texans fan. Which begs the question, who was he rooting for before like 03 when they came into the league? And if God is such a Houston Texans fan, why did he let them suffer for like the first 15 years of their existence so mightily, man? Like, that just seems cruel. In the tunnels uptown, the rat's own dream guns him down. Shots echo down those hallways in the night. No one watches, an ambulance pulls away. As a girl shuts out her bedroom light. Outside the streets on fire with a real death waltz between what's flesh and what's fantasy. Man, the poets out here don't write nothing at all. They just stand back and let it all be. And in the heat of the night, they reach for their moment and make an honest stand. But they wind up wounded, not even dead. The night in jungle.
Love.
Land.
Sorry.
There was a girl who got into an accident and couldn't come to school. Well, she finally came back.
This fucking sucks.
Her hair had turned from brown into bright white. The shed that where was from when the car had crashed his whole heart.
Some shit like that.
There was a girl who got into an accident and couldn't come to school. But she finally came back.
This fucking sucks.
She had birthmarks all over her body. Yeah. She couldn't quite explain it.
It's such a weird song to become like a huge hit.
There was a day. That was the last day of the year. You came up with some goals, so they call them resolutions. Usually related to health and wellness. They couldn't quite maintain it. They always just fall off. Twice. On the second day of Christmas, she got 2 turtle doves and a partridge nestled in a pear tree.